fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape.
Shannon Briggs fights out of Brooklyn, New York, 6'4" tall.
And across the ring from him, the one and only Butterbean. You can't mention the sport of boxing without mentioning this guy.
What a weight difference. These two fighters are going to be in deep water. One has the size, has the weight behind.
So here's the cannon, Shannon Briggs. Here comes the former WBO heavyweight titleist. Love it or hate it, you know he's going to say it. Let's go, champ! His name is Eric Esch, but he's known as Butterbean, one of the most unique competitors in the history of the heavyweight division.
That is true confidence going with somebody so heavy.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Brooklyn, New York, the heavyweight champion of the world, Shannon the Cannon Briggs. Fighting out of the blue corner from Atlanta, Georgia, here is the popular knockout artist, recognized as the king of the 4-rounders, introducing Eric Esch, better known as Butterbean.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. How about that time counter shot? He blocks the hook. That hook was off target. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? The feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He blocks that jab. Jab does not score. So much firepower here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come on, though, ring away, you walk back.
There's the bell to start round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. And Shannon Briggs just got rocked. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
And then he digs downstairs with a left to the body. Good counter punch. Beautiful counter shot. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh no, Butterbean! He's in trouble! After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously...
Get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Good counter punch. Nice counter. Back and forth they go. Straight right just misses. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. They better start respecting each other's punching power. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
The bell sometimes it...
Here we go to the 4th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Straight right just misses. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. His stamina is off the charts. Done with that counter shot. Nice defense on that right hook. Those nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. He just rocked Butterbean, who's off kilter. Look out below. And he scores with the counter. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this...
And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broke...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And Shannon Briggs took that one hard. And now they're right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Punch, counter punch. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Oh, and Butterbean just... And down goes Butterbean. Let's see that again.
That's lights out right there.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
The jab was blocked. Counter punch. And that jab just missed with the left hand. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Butterbean in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. Let's start the 6th. Couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
He blocked that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
He just rung his bell. Can he finish the job? Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
Oh, the big fella stumbling and bumbling. How did they survive that?
Now Everybody's got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice defense there, blocking the hook.
Which fighter will say no mas? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round,
Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punch. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they... Hold it right there! Oh, man! Oh, and it's an earthquake as Butterbean goes down! Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Mustafa ever hope. Remember the fight to Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's gonna...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this! Oh no, Butterbean! He's in trouble! I don't believe... And what else could they do but to take a knee here?
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Final 10 seconds. Started off Butterbean in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fight.
And we enter the 8th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Good defense to block the hook. They exchange punches. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Look out! It's not the Hindenburg! It's Butterbean! picture-perfect punch did the trick.
I need to see that again.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. Total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.